Let's talk about it. First of all, the girls' playoffs are going to get going this Thursday night.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of looking forward to it getting underway. It's hard to believe that we're to this point. But, the 1A playoffs get underway starting on Thursday night. I'll just run you through our local games. Coon Rapids Bears at Audubon. Peyton Sherdan goes to Ankeny Christian Academy. Arweva hosts Riverside, and Glidden Ralston is going to be entertaining Woodbine. So those are the games in that 1A bracket and stuff. So should be some good games coming up on Thursday night. Hopefully everybody will be able to tune in class at 2A. Esac County will be hosting Alta Aurelia on Saturday night. The winner of that game will play South Central Calhoun coming up in Lake City next Tuesday. And IKM Manning also getting a bye. They don't play until Tuesday of next week. My guess is they'll probably end up playing Loma. Loma plays Missouri Valley in the first round, and Missouri Valley struggling a little bit. Loma, a pretty good ball club again this year. So that rivalry that's developed over the last 4 or 5 years with IKM Manning and Loma will continue probably next Tuesday night, my guess, down in Manning.
What do you think about the first round pairings?
I kind of like them. I'm there's a couple of them a little bit surprised at. I am surprised in a way that you're getting the IKM Manning Loma matchup already in the second round. I thought maybe that might be a little deeper in the playoffs. Same with kind of the South Central and Esac matchup on the girls' side of things. A little bit surprised that them two are going to be meeting up in the second round. But got to like the road, especially for like South Central Calhoun. If they can get by Esac in the second round, they'll probably get Sioux Central in the third round. And then my guess is they'll play Applington Parkersburg in that regional final. And that game will be in Clarion. So I like the way they're playing right now. John, you got a chance to see them against Newell Fonda, and they played really well, if I remember right, in that game.
It was a game going all the way through the third quarter. They just seemed to kind of run out of a little gas, which, Newell Fonda does that to you. I mean, they are constantly, it's like hockey, line changes coming in all the time, keeping fresh legs on the floor. And that tempo is insane to try to keep up with. South Central Calhoun did a good job staying up with it, but just kind of ran out of gas towards the end.
Now, Maddie Jones did roll her ankle the other night.
Yep.
But sounds like she's trying to work her way back right now. A little bit of rest, and I think this big break will help her quite a bit and help her get back in it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see if she goes tonight, because they play Esac tonight.
I'm guessing.
And John will have that broadcast for everybody coming up later tonight on Kick 106.7. The other ones that kind of surprised me a little bit in the girls' side of things is in Class 1A. Arweva does open up with Riverside, but their third round game would be Newell Fonda. So that's a tough place to go up and play the number one ranked team. So a little surprised with the record and what the season they've had. And then the other one that really catches me off guard a little bit was Glidden Ralston. Again, they opened with a Woodbine, but waiting in the next round with a bye is Exira Elkhorn Kimballton down there. And even Coach Peterson down at Exira and Coach Corson over at Glidden Ralston, I think, maybe fell over when the brackets came out and saw that they were going to be a second round matchup. So that's probably two of the top teams in our half of the state having to square off against each other in a second round.
I was going to say that's a great matchup.
Yes,
as a final.
Yeah,
a regional final.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What was Glidden 15-4 this year? I think I saw Cole Corson tweet out.
Yeah, so they've been playing really, really well. Had a tough night the other night against Caminita, who's the leader in that conference. But they've been playing really good basketball all season long, and I think they just had one of those nights where things kind of started poorly for them, and it just kind of landslided on them.
Great game with Arweva that I had last Saturday night. They look like a complete ball team right now. They're really playing well.
Well, that first one went triple overtime, I think, over in West Side.
Yeah, I did not need that.
yeah, I was there for that one. Yeah.
Although just a quick step back, the Caminita coach lost a young baby,
Joe Wallen,
born premature, and it passed away. But both Arweva and Glidden Ralston did a fundraiser, and they got to put pies in Cole Corson's face. I'm trying to think who was all there. Peterson,
Dirk Troutman, I think. Chris Peterson, I think, got it. Yeah.
And seems like Dirk Shirky were there. So they had a drawing.
Darren Shirky.
Yep, they raised $500, a little over $500 there, just with the crowd that was there, and it all went to the funeral expenses. So hats off to those two schools to do it with a competing school who actually has been leading the conference lately. So
that's great to hear that. And the kids that donated, the parents that donated to Zane Newbaum's charity at the beginning of the year for his teammate that had passed away from cancer. So really good stuff going on there. Do we hit Carroll and Kemper?
We have not, and I have them sitting in front of me. That was the one I was going to wait. They it's interesting for me with them because neither one of them going to have an easy route. My guess is that Kemper will end up probably playing Humboldt in the second round, and Carroll will probably get Roland Story. Both of them having to go to those places on the road. But with the way both of them are playing right now, Kemper finally has their whole team together, really for the first time since like week 1 of the season, and they hadn't practiced together at that time, so they're actually together now as a team and playing some pretty good basketball. I'll see them tonight over at Denison Schleswig. And Carroll suffered a loss last night at home against ADM, but they had won 6 straight prior to that. They played a whole bunch of games kind of here in a short period. Now, I don't know. I'd have to look at ADM's schedule. There's a lot of teams having to do that because of the postponements, but I really like the way they're playing, and I would not be shocked at all to see a Kemper against Carroll matchup in that regional final. Now, it's right now scheduled for Clarion. Because they're anticipating Roland Story and Clear Lake, the top 2 seeds, being the teams to get in there. If that would happen, if it's Carroll and Kemper, my guess is it's going to be much closer to this community than the community of Clarion.
They'll go Denison. Now on that Carroll side, ADM was the number 2 team in the district.
Yep.
They've been playing very good basketball. Carroll's right there, was at 3. I think there was a bunch of them
in
now
the conference,
in the conference. So they're all bunched up around 3. But what a great turnaround that has been for that Carroll squad.
Yeah.